We are Dean and Britta.
And the artist we're going to launch is Ryder the Eagle.
Hello, Ryder the Eagle. Welcome to LaunchLeft podcast.
Hello, thank you.
Thank you and thank Dean and Britta for launching you because they introduced us to your music and we love it.
Cool, thank you so much. Thanks to them as well.
Yeah, you are busy. We can tell you have tour dates coming. I know you have an album coming out soon. Tell me the process. Do you have a lot of help or do you do it alone?
I do it basically all alone, apart from my girlfriend who's like helping me a lot with the videos and the artwork for the album. I used to do that pretty much on my own. Hiring DOPs, friends of mine, but it's because she's a visual artist. Like we do that part together, which is nice. But all the rest, I'm basically on my own. So like the label side of things, the distribution, the recording, producing, manufacturing vinyl records, and booking tours and all that stuff. So that's that's a lot of work, but it's cool. But I just finished recording my album, and I need to do all that stuff all together, and it's all at the same time. So it's kind of a lot sometimes.
Yeah, I can relate and actually really appreciate hearing that because it gives me the sense of not being alone, that there are other people who are doing the lion's share of all the work around
Yeah,
releases and things. And there's a joy to that because of knowing, where it's coming from and why we do it. And it's just nice to meet a fellow artist who's also doing that. So thank you. That was inspiring to hear. Where are you from?
cool.
I can detect an accent.
Yes, I'm sure you can. I'm from the south of France. I lived in London for 2 years, and now I've been living in Mexico for like 3 or 4 years, something like that.
Very cool. And
So
what about Mexico City do you love that you've decided to live there?
I don't know. It was kind of random because after I was living in London, and then I went on tour in the US, and then the pandemic hit, and I had to go home, which was not technically London because I didn't have a resident card or anything like that. So I was stuck in Paris, and a friend of mine let me stay in his apartment, but it was just me on my own. So I was lucky I had an apartment, but it was not home, and so I didn't want to go back to London, and I didn't want to stay in Paris. So I just looked up what country had like their borders open. That was not France, and Mexico was the only one, I think. So I just flew to Mexico, and I had always been attracted by Mexico because I had never been, but the culture and all was really attracting me there. So I went there, and I just stayed there because I loved it there. But I'm pretty much either on tour for 3 months, or recording on another album like in a different place for 3 months, and then in Mexico for 3 months. So it's like I don't spend a lot of time in Mexico every year, but I try to spend as much time as possible. And I just got here like a few days ago, so I'm happy I'm here.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, I love Mexico. I haven't spent a lot of time in Mexico City, but um,
It's cool, yeah. But
yeah,
all the rest of the country is amazing too. I
yeah,
wish I had more time to explore. I explored a fair bit of it, but I still have more exploring to do.
yeah. I'm curious if you've ever come across Launch Left before Dean and Britta reached out to you about this, or how you heard about us, or did it come through them?
Uh, it definitely came through them. But I actually heard about you, not the podcast, but you as an artist, super randomly when I was like 1 week before you reached out to me, and I was just scrolling on YouTube and bumped into this video of your brother Joaquin being interviewed on French TV, and he had to pick some artists that he loved, and he picked you. And I just didn't know like he had a sister, and that she was playing music, and I was like, cool, that sounds really good. And then like a week later you reached out to me, so that was pretty crazy. But
I, I like that kismet. So let's maybe this is a sign that we will meet each other again in the arts and do music things together. We have a label as well, and we have some label artists that I just love. And so maybe we can organize like a Mexico City mini tour or a California, Mexico tour. It'd be so fun.
That would be amazing. Yeah, I'm all for it.
We love your music, and excited that you have a new single coming out, probably right around when this podcast airs, and also a new record. I think you said in September. Is there anything you want to share about the single, which we're definitely going to put on this episode so people can hear more about you and your music?
Yes. So the album is coming out in April, actually. I wish it came out in a little bit later because I would have more time to do everything that I have to do. But it will be out in April, late April. And the single that you're going to play is called AUTOTANGO. And it's also the name of the album. And it's the first single off of the album, and it's the first time I'm re-diving deep into myself. And I used to write a lot of songs about love and about heartbreaks and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes you just tend to blame other people for your trouble, which is a natural thing to do because we interact with other people all the time, and that's how we like build our personalities and stuff. But I came to a point where it didn't seem like it was enough, or it was fair enough to myself and to the rest of to the outside world. So this album and this song particularly is really about holding yourself accountable for the things that happen to yourself and your mental health and all that stuff, and really trying to figure out why you're putting yourself in these kind of situations instead of blaming the rest of the world.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast. I appreciate that you had the time and energy to talk with us. It sounds like you're very busy, and we look forward to seeing you. Make sure you keep us posted on tour dates, and we'll keep looking on the internet and following you because your music is awesome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. And thank you, DEAN BRITTA, for also having me on the show.
Awesome. Well, have a wonderful day. Appreciate you.
You too, Rain. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
containing my steps within the borders of Mexico. I know she taught me a trick to dance a two-way bolero. You gave me time to mirror your flamenco. Now I'm alone facing my AUTOTANGO. Let's go. left.